I remember that.
I remember you, but Carol and Valeska, I guess it's the first time, at least with me.
For me, yes.
For me, yes. It's the first time. It's my second. How can I say imersão, please?
You can say meeting.
Meeting.
So that's really good. And I don't remember also Lucas. I guess it's your first time with me. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
that's really good. And Flavio, just by name, I won't know. So
Hello, good night. It's my first time with you too.
So that's good, guys. A lot of new faces here. So let's present myself then. Guys, my name is Wellington, but you guys can call me Well. I have been a host here on Talking Talk since October 2020, so it's almost 3 years. And it's almost the same time that I have been here. I just joined a Talking Talk in July 2020 during the pandemic. And since then, I'm here. I'm graduated in civil engineer, but I do not work with it. I work with financial planning in supply chain area. It's totally different what I I studied for. And I like to dance. I like to work out nowadays. It's, yeah, I just changed this year my habits. I like to talk a lot, and I really love to be hearing Talk and Talk and bring some topics that I just want to know the other people's opinions. So sometimes the questions cannot be so easy, and I really don't know the answers too. But it's really good to be on my side because I just need to ask. But just kidding, guys. I also answer if it's something I think that I can add. And you all are here at Talking Talk at least at than one meeting. So you guys already know the some rules that we have, but I always like to repeat that we have some simple rules. That is, don't say sorry for your mistakes. It's part of the process. So if you committed any mistake, it's okay. You can ask for help to me and the others that are here at a meeting, because we are a community to help each other. Second one is to respect each other. So it's listen what the others are saying, respect the time to speaking, and also give the other time to talk it to, because otherwise it won't be a conversation, will be a monologue. And just have fun. I guess this is part of the process too. So I hope you guys really enjoying being here at Talk and Talk. And I guess this is. And about the topic, I will say a little bit. I don't know if you guys have already saw the questions, but the main topic, the name of the topic is Hate Engage. I have watched a video some weeks ago that talked about how some influencers and YouTubes use, and also the news, actually the media, use hate to engage people because we feel like more likable to see, to share, and to comment on things that we disagree than things that we agree. So they use these kind of things to grab our attention and spread those kind of things. And I thought really interesting this topic. And I just, oh my gosh, I have to send the questions on parts. And I bring here some questions to we discuss, and I see what is your guys' opinions. But before it, let me see. Guys, I will split us in 2 rooms, but before I would like to you all present yourselves. Okay, so Carol, could you start?
Sorry, I can hear. You repeat me, please.
Yeah, could you present yourself? I will split us in 2 rooms, but before it, I would like to meet everybody.
Ok. So, I'm talking português. Eu tenho que me apresentar, é isso? Ou a gente já vai dividir nos grupos de sala?
Yeah, you have to present yourself first.
Your turn off is your
Yeah.
microphone.
So sorry.
Don't worry.
Because good evening, guys. My name is Carol. I'm 28 years old. I'm live in Lapa at Rio de Janeiro. I'm recruited and I love my cat named Salem. And I love gym, I love travel, and this is.
It's really good, Carol. Thanks. And how about you, Valesca?
I'm Valesca. I'm 25 years old. I was born in São Paulo, but today I live in Americana. It is interior city of São Paulo. It's next to Campinas. I live with my boyfriend. I don't have dog, cat, pet in general. And I like play puzzle, watch series, listen to music. Um, I think it's that.
Thanks, Valesca. And how about you, Lucas?
Hello, guys. My name is Lucas. I am 30 years old. I'm working with IT. I am a software developer. I like to work out a lot, swimming, running. I have one big dog, and I like to walk with my dog. I live in Contagem, Minas Gerais, is near Belo Horizonte, and I am work at home. So the most part of my day I stay in my house.
It's very good. Thanks, Lucas. And you, Alex?
Hello, guys. Nice to meet you. My name is Alex. I am in 26, and I am a single guy living in São Paulo. I have no pets, but I love them. I want to be a health guy, and last week I started to walk 1 hour by day. So in my free time, I like to watch movies, go to museums, hang out with friends, and other things. So it's a little about me.
Thanks, Alex. And how about you, Bel?
Good evening, guys. So I'm Bel. I'm from Fortaleza, but I live in Salvador, Bahia, almost 8 years. And I live with my mother, with my sister. I have 2 dogs, and I work like a air traffic controller. That's it.
Very good. Thanks, Bel. And you, Flávio?
Hello, good evening. My name is Flavio. I'm 46 years old. I'm living in São Paulo, capital, and I am a tech lead. The same area that the Lucas said. I work with software developer, and that's it. Let's have fun.
Thanks, Flávio. We always have a lot of people from IT. I guess it's really important. And normally, nowadays, after pandemic, it become more usual to people work at home. So become easier to participate here. Guys, I will split us now in 2 rooms. And I don't know if you all have access to the planner right now. So those who don't have, please copy the questions. And I will need a little help on the other room that I won't be, so someone guide the conversation. You guys can like make turns, just everyone ask the question and read one question. Don't need to follow the questions. You can skip or make in a different order. It's a free conversation, so depending on how it goes, you guys choose what ask. Okay, so I open now. Alex, Bel, Flavio, and Lucas will stay on the round number 2, and Carol and Valesca will stay here with me on the main room. Okay. So guys, see you soon. So let's go. Yeah, the first question is a difficult question. Could you read them and answer first, Valesca, please?
Yes. 1. Why do you content shows, discussions, and content tend to attract more engagement on the internet compared to other types of content? I can.
Yeah.
Can I answer?
You can answer. Yeah.
Okay. I think that it's happening because the people like to prove or convince others of their point of view. And on internet, there is a false feeling that nothing can be punished. So I don't know to explain, but they have pleasure in distilling, or I don't know how it's spoken.
I guess it is right, distilling.
Okay, and distilling hate in others.
You can use spread too.
Spread?
Yeah, like espalhar.
Oh, perfect. Spread hate in others.
Yeah, totally. I really got it. And for you, Carol, what do you think? You are muted. Yeah, no.
So because it creates debates and gossip, and though with technology the reach is even faster. This is?
Yeah, I think so. And like, I don't know, and asking about how do you guys feel? Like, do you guys, yeah, it's the question number 2. And before that, let me answer the 1 too. I totally agree with Valesca, plus what Carol said. I guess like people like to prove themselves, you know, that they are right. I don't know, maybe something from human beings. I like this too, to be right. I guess the feeling is really good. And because of that, we get into those kinds of discussions. And I guess we are like raised watching movies and things that are the good side and the bad side, you know. We always have both sides fight against each other. So when we like see a situation similar to that, we tend to get into like to be in the part that we win, and it's right. So I guess always that we see a situation and a discussion that promote that, we get into, you know, without even notice, because it's something that we are always exposed to. So we want to join. It's like unconscious, like when we are watching a soap opera or a movie and we choose a side depending on how the history goes. Oh, and thinking about that, do you girls have ever been in a online discussion, like in the comments of Instagram or YouTube or Twitter, that in a point you asked yourself, why am I doing this? How it was?
Yes.
Valesca.
Yes, and when I read this question for the first time before the class, I started to laugh because I thought I didn't know why people uh, do the hate, spread hate on the internet. But with this question, I remember that I've already been involved in several discussions. For example, to defend some singer, some theory, or some public policy. So I have already gotten involved, and I believe peop- that be, that I believe that people do this to defend their point of view, even.
And do you remember like what motivated you? Like what was the main point, like the line, or it was just automatic that you got into that kind of discussion usually?
I remember that I felt uh, uh, annoying, the annoying sense, because some people was talking bad about my favorite singer, for example. That so
You got
I
angry?
feel yes I I got a bad sense, and I felt a necess necessity
Necessity. Yeah,
necessity to to fight about about this subject.
yeah, I
So
got it.
I think that I have uh, annoyed and hate too.
Yeah, I totally feel you. And how about you, Carol?
So, ai, desculpa, gente, eu tô tentando pensar, mas eu não tô conseguindo
Don't worry.
elaborar.
Don't worry. Try to do in simple words in English. If you want to complement, like to add something, you can say it in Portuguese, some parts. Go in your time. There is no problem.
Okay, so can you repeat the ask for me, please?
Yeah. Have you ever been in a discussion online that you have no idea how you get into? And then you just realize that like there is no reason on be on it.
Ai, desculpa,
Remember
gente.
something that you are like really big fan, if you have ever, or about politics, it was pretty normal last year because of the elections. And I guess I can give some example before, and you can think about it in a situation that you have. But I actually have a lot of, but now I am a better person. I'm trying to not to be in discussions with no sense on internet, but I remember something about prejudice against Black people, that some guy said something like reverse racism, and I got really mad and give a lot of examples on the comments about things that people that have black skin suffers, and who doesn't suffer and never will understand how is it. And I like got really a really big time discussing with this guy, and a lot of people joined to this discussion. I remember that like 1 month or two after, I still receiving notifications about people liking my comments or giving updates, you know, comment too. And then I realized, my gosh, I shouldn't be on this, you know, because people normally on internet, like Valeska said on beginning, they think that there is no law, and are some people that you cannot change their mind. So it's useless to discuss, I guess. It's better you use this force and words with people that are willing to change on the real world that you live with, you know, that you have confidence, than a stranger on the internet that you have no idea if he will listen to it, or if it is any kid behind this that's still growing and have access to internet that shouldn't. You remember any situation, Carol, like this that you have to that you face it?
I remember that situation in the last sorry, how can I say elections the last year, and votation with President of Lula and Bolsonaro, and these comments produced of Nordeste of the Brazil. So xenophobia, racism, sexism, in the Instagram have the comments very, very, very prejudice of other people. So it's that.
Yeah, I guess it was pretty normal at this moment, and it was a mess. And let me see. I will skip to the question number 5. Could you read this one, Carol? Question number 5.
To read?
Yeah, read and answer.
In what ways do people personalities influence their likelihood to engage in contentious discussions on internet? Are certain personality traits more prone to this behavior? I believe that more explosive or uneducated people are more likely to engage this type of behavior. So people produces people and disrespected people, I believe.
Yeah, totally. After I will ask another question. And for you, Valeska.
I agree with Carol. I only think in these behaviors, explosive, and I think that's it.
And I will ask another question that is not directly related with this, but then I will connect. Do you girls believe in sign, like signos in sign?
If we believe in this,
yeah.
Yeah, sometimes.
Do you girls
So
do you girls think that are some signs that are more likely to be like these and be involved on internet discussions than others?
I don't know I don't understand the question.
If there are any sign people from Libra are more likely to discuss on internet because they have a certain types of behavior. Do you guys think that is this relation between sign and being involved and trapped on those discussions on internet? Yeah, it's a trick question.
I think I believe in that because I know some people of areas, and I think that this sign it is the most explosive in relation to fights, to discussion. And I know some people with this sign, so I believe in this in some behaviors, in some uh, ways, some characteristics. But the people can change, um, can made a therapy or uh, um, learn about control about controlling this feeling.
Got it. And for you, Carol, do you think there are any signs that are more likely? You are muted.
So I agree with Valiska to say. So I believe and so in science, but how disease.
You think that are related, but there are not any that you think there is more. Yeah. Got it. And let me see. I will jump to the question number 7. We said about like prejudice that happened during the elections times, but it happens all the time, and are some stereotypes too. Do you guys think that we spread in a different level? Actually, let me redo the question. Do we reproduce on the internet the same prejudice that we have on society on the same level, or higher, the prejudice and the stereotypes? And how these can affect people's lives? What do you guys think? Don't worry, Carol. It's okay. It's your second meeting here at Talk and Talk. Yeah.
Yes.
So don't worry. It is still on the beginning. After 1 month, you will really get used. Just come in every meeting that you can apply, and you'll be like really relaxed and calm to be here. You know, I have been here for like more than 100 hours as a host, and I don't know, 200 as a participant. And I still committing mistakes or forgetting what I have to say, but the main thing here is to pretend. If you commit any mistakes, just pretend and keep saying, you know, just don't worry. Going back to the, yeah, if the prejudices are higher on the internet than on real life, and how this affects people's life. What do you think, Valiska?
I think that on internet it is higher, the hate. And I yesterday, or I think that yesterday I saw one video about this. One one influencer, no, one man post one video talking that some people comment in his video spread hate. For example, oh, I hate this hair. I hate this voice. And this man, this influencer, and have decided to revidar, to repeat the same comment in the video of his people. No, and
To those people, yeah.
yes. So when he did it, the people and delete the comment and ask sorry for him. It is so laugh in the first moment. It is the people are brave, but when they are discovered or noted, this this brave, I don't know uh, the the word, and this courage
Yeah,
goes
courage. You
gone
can just,
has gone.
yeah, totally.
So it is interesting.
Yeah, I like this method, you know. The people just real
Me
worried
too.
about what they did, you know, what they just have done, and like realize that they were being an asshole doing this.
Yes.
And you, Carol, how do you think that is higher? It's more often the prejudice on the internet and those stereotypes and why this happen?
I agree. The stereotypes in racism and sexism and homophobia and this prejudice in your society. So to talk about how can I say temas?
Topics.
About to talk about of these topics. So an influencer says, I hate this body, or I hate this hair, I hate this color, or I hate this sotaque. And so I can say, não sei como se fala sotaque, né?
Accent.
So these stereotypes and more people reproduce in their internet, famous people reproduce in their internet and sorry. And how can I say prejudica?
Yes. Depending on the context, what is the other thing that you want to say?
So this discuss and prejudica other people or in our society.
Yeah, you can use harm.
This
discussion harm the others on society.
Yes.
Yeah, I totally got what you said. And I just remember something when you girls were talking to. I remember that recently, actually not recently, always happens, but in the previous years, a lot of people that commit these prejudice and a lot of things are getting more and more famous. And we have some influencers that did a really bad thing. And after doing this, they get more followers, more views, more everything. We had this now with the Chico from this song, of Luisa Sonza. He got a lot of, actually it was not him because he lost his Instagram, was the MC that trade her wife, MC Cabelinho, and he got a lot of followers after this, you know, and we have some people that spread hate, and we have some of them that become to got in the government and a lot of things. Why do you girls think this happens? Why do we as society, not us here, I hope so, give a voice to those people? Why they engage and grow on the internet? And what is the not actually, why do you think these people grows? Just these simple questions. Depending on the answers, I will think about more questions to do.
What are what I think about this the motive of the people to get more followers about after doing betting.
Yeah, exactly.
It is complicated. Sometimes I think that it happens because the people like the gossip. They they want to know the actual updates or more information about this gossip. But sometimes, for example, one racist or one transphobic person, it is complicated. I think that they not. I think that nossa, como estou
You are
conseguindo
saying
montar a
right.
frase.
I think that they
They
what come after.
they okay. I think they get more followers because the people the people agree with them thinking. It is complicated because are bad things, bad uh bad actions too. But some people agree with him, with with them, and and they they get more followers and followers. I think that.
And for you, Carol, I do think that those people get more influencers after committing like its crimes most of the times.
So I concord with Valesca to talk. So the people love gossip. So love to talk about of life of other people, and in the social media or social and social, sorry, how can I say redes sociais?
Yeah, social medias.
So the social medias of Instagram, of Facebook. So I agree, and other people to talk about of gossip, to talk about of life of other people in and with maintain our entertainment in your lives.
Yeah, totally agree. I guess it's kind of that, like, let's say something that people feel represented, you know, it's like a way that they can put their voice up through the internet, following those people and giving audience. And I guess in simple words would be this. And let me see. Yeah, we are saying about like internet and nowadays, but do you girls think that those kind of things existed before, like engaging people by hate media used this, or it hasn't? How do you think it was? How do you remember before we have like so much social medias as we have now?
For me, it is complicated because I was born in the social media area. I it was already so there was the Orkut, the television, for example, the television talked about the famous people and the gossip. So I don't remember one moment that don't have they haven't gossip or media talking about something or someone. So for me, it's complicated thinking about.
So before internet, it was more TV. Yeah, like
Yes,
when social medias were weaker than now.
or magazines too.
Okay. And for you, Carol, what do you think? What do you remember? Like before internet spread so much, do we have the same problem? And how it was, the way that you remember? You are muted. Yeah,
So
no.
I can understand this question.
Like, let me do it again. Nowadays we have internet and people that follows, and we spread and spreading this kind of hate and having this engagement by hate. And before we have like Instagram so much, TikTok and Twitter. Do you think that we have also this problem when we have like with TVs, magazines, and how it was? Do you got it?
Mm. And I can understand very well.
Let me see if I can make it more simple. Yeah, I think I can do a more objective question. Do you think that TV causes engagement, like by hate and spread bad news before, like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter do nowadays, or not the same way?
So I believe that TV and social media and it's
Similar.
as similar. So this TV to talk about negative engagement for the people in your house and the family, the child or children.
Children, because are most of one.
And
Yeah.
to child in general. So this social media is to talk about in your computer, your smartphone. So for me, it's a similar. It's so how can I say mesmo patamar?
Same level. I
At
could
same
say.
level, yes. So for me, on TV, on social media, it's a same level of to engagement in negative content. So, but in type the type of equals different.
Got it. I guess I totally agree. I think that the only difference that internet is faster, you know, you can have multiple access to different channels and give pieces of it, and everybody are like a kind of journalists. Everybody can spread the news, and on TV there is a power like really concentrated. So these become different. We have a lot of point of views that could be really good in some cases nowadays, but it's also really bad because we don't have a treatment of this information. We just receive and we can filter this. And if we doesn't have a critical sense, we will like receive in the wrong perspective or understand really bad what he's saying, what it's happening. And we have examples of these even on TV before. If there is a different angle of the camera, you will see something from another, you know. And nowadays with internet, what matter is the first one that you see. And it's really difficult to undo a lie. If something about someone is said and it spread really fast and it's a lie, it's really difficult to do it back, you know. And this can cause really big problems to those people, can destroy people's lives, can make people like commit suicidal, can like be depressed, you know, to commit any craziness in their life. So I guess this is really bad. It's a really bad thing that we should worry more. But is that, I guess, you know, internet, like we see everything, and who has more power, you know, is spread faster, like it wasn't on TV. But it's still, they show what they want to show, you know. So TV shows what they want to show and tell a story. And also on the internet, it's not different. If you see a page that want to show the negative side, they will show just the negative side. If you see a page that like to show the positive side of things, you will see the positive sides of the same thing. Now I think we have more options than before, but we need to be educated to filter those options and see what we want to receive and what not. And I guess it's that. Let me bring people back from the small rooms. And a really quick question while the others come back. You guys are seeing those things about NPC lives? Like NPC lives. What do you girls think about it?
I have seen.
Yeah.
I think that it is so it is so funny in some cases, but there is a social impact. It's like bride and circle politic. It is similar the previous bread and circle
Yeah.
Politics. Politics.
Yeah, politics. Yeah.
So it is uh, hurt. Hurt. Preocupante.
Yeah, very sure. And what do you think, Carol? And welcome back, guys. Oh, I guess he's lost our connection. And then I would say, how it was the conversation on the small rooms, guys? Did you like it? Could you discuss about all the questions or some of them? Why you like it most? Let me see. Alex. Carol is back.
So we have a good conversation. I like this time of meeting because it's a different theme and it's a actually, and we stay with situations day after day and think about it. It's so important to make a reflection about our attitudes at social media.
It's really good. And how about you, Flavio? What you thought about this meeting?
I like this meeting. It's very interesting, and this subject it's a harder subject to talk because we are learning English, and I think that this type of subjects involve a big vocabulary. But I think it's good to improve your vocabulary and our English. That's
It's
it.
really good. Thanks, Flavio. And how about you, Lucas?
I like to discuss about this subject. I thought about some things that I usually don't think about, and was good. I like the question 4 a lot. I think is the question that I can uh, give a good answer, for example, and I think the internet affects a lot the society and real life, for example.
Yeah, totally. I am really happy that you guys liked the topic. I know it's difficult and it's different that we usually talk on our lives. I guess sometimes we can discuss this with our friends or relatives or the person that we are married or living with, but it's also good to discuss in English. I guess help us to discuss to improve our vocabulary, also deal with a situation that I guess you guys here when have the opportunity to have a meeting in your job or to apply to a different place, a different company. They can ask something that are not so usual to you, and you will know how to deal better with this situation. And guys, I have more 2 things here. I send the survey here that you guys can give me feedback and say about topics that you want to see here too. And plus the video that I watched that made me write about this topic I sent here. It's about a channel called Normosy, and he explained a little bit about the use of hate to engage, and it's really interesting. I guess I catch myself reflecting about this topic and how I was being used sometimes, as a person to spread news, to engage on something that normally I shouldn't, or I would if I could think. And I guess we are so living in a so automatic way, and mainly when we are on internet, that we don't realize that we are like trapped. And mainly when we receive a lot of reels of our friends and we see a lot of them, and sometimes we catch in others or see the comment sessions and keep there discussing a lot about things that won't change your life. We could like be reading something in English, study something, improving our vocabulary, doing something that we like, discovering a new hobby, preparing a new travel, you know, doing something that is really useful to us, but we lost our time on those places, like the owners of it want, you know, they are winning money with us. I always remember about one phrase that it's totally true. If there is no price, you are the product. And this is the truth on Instagram and social medias. We don't pay anything because we are the products. They collect our data, our way to behavior, the contents that we engage. And with this, they won a lot of money and take a lot of money from us too, because they like direct advertisement to us that will fit us. And the topics from the next week, it's about data. Lucas and Five will like, because I guess they deal with this developing. And I guess it's something pretty actual too, that we are living. We are spreading our data in every place that we go, to the farm, to the, oh my gosh, I forgot in English, the pharmacy. It's not this word, but I guess you guys got it. Through internet that will access the terms and conditions that we just say, I allowed, and everything that we do, we are spreading data. And also the other week topic is still about data, but how we put all our information through the internet and our cell phones, and we can be forgetting. We saying about being replaced for AI and technology, but actually we are being replacing right now. Because I wrote one phrase that got me too. If you forget everything now, you cannot go back home. So what you remember, your memories, it's what made you who you are. So if you forget everything, you are no one. And we are putting everything about us on cell phones and computers. So maybe we are forgetting who we are. And when we are without the cell phone, we feel like I lost a piece of me. So if you guys think about it, we are going to discuss on the next 2 weeks about those topics. Are still difficult topics because of this, I'm saying before. So you guys can read a little bit before, search for vocabulary, see the questions before, read with your own right, you know, and be more prepared to the discussion. I guess it really helps. And if you guys are also interested on discussing about this. But guys, to finish, I just like to thank you to be here at this time at a Monday, and just